Hey you guys, Mig here from Hopper Adventures. Happy spring. We are thrilled here at Hopper headquarters to have Lake Sonoma Hopper only a few days away. Hopefully you guys are excited as well. And best of all is the conditions are looking great and hopefully it will be warm out. So we've got the slideshow for you guys with some of the pertinent information. So let's look first at the venue layout. Um, in the writer email, we'll have this to you as a Google slide. So these links will be live as well as the maps. The first thing to note is that on Friday, there's going to be a road bike shakeout ride with Ted and Laura King. If you care to join at the Mill District at 1:30, it's going to be roughly a 30-mile road ride. And here's the route for you guys. Um, if you wish to check out the course, I'd recommend going up where the single track starts and doing a short lap over there. Not a bad idea to take a look at that. Also, Friday evening, you should have gotten an email heads up, but there's a fundraiser for the Redwood Trails Alliance at the Mill District also with Chef Matt Acarino, and all the proceeds go to the Redwood Trails Alliance. We'll have also wine by Redcar and Arnott Roberts. Camping in this area right here where the bicycle is, it's allowed Friday and Saturday. You're welcome to pitch a tent in this area. If you have a van or a camper, that's good. This area in the front right here, please leave that open. That's where we'll have sponsors and our taco trucks the next day. Reg, we're not doing Friday due to the proximity to the Bay Area. Most folks will be coming up the day of, and it's quite a distance from Healdsburg. So get there early enough to register on Friday. Parking's in here. We'll talk about bottle drop. We'll have a van as usual by Specialized. Starting and staging. I'll show you the feed zones. You'll have the map here, um, as well as location for the finish, scratch hydration at the finish, lunch, and the podium. So this is our registration. This is where we'll be having the party and the after party. This is the parking. This is the staging. So as in the years past, you guys will stage here around 9:45. We'll make sure the road's clear, and then we head out on Stewart's Point Road, where you climb up to the single track. The e-bike category starts at 10, and then we have 10 minutes until the rest of the folks head out. This is the course. Everyone should be aware that we changed the route due to the lake level. Healdsburg Running Company did a tremendous amount of work on the south side for their running race to work. It was too difficult to know what the river level would be like. I say river, creek. The lake actually backed all the way over the dry creek over here, Sulphur Springs, and they built a floating bridge, but there were some deep crossings. So this is our route over here. Again, this is the map on the web page. It's also, there's a link. This is a live link on this presentation. So you'll notice we have quite a few spots here. I'm going to go to the next page and zoom in for you guys. But the general idea is you ride from the start up here, up Skag Springs, continue on Rock Pile. Last year's, normally we go up Skaggs to this trailhead. We do not take this left. You continue straight across the bridge up until this area. There's a single track entrance onto the north side where you climb back up here to an archery area, so stay on the trail, and then up to Skag Spring. There's several creek crossings in here, and then some very steep pitches. It's likely, if you have a clean shot at it, that most of you will be able to clean it. But if there's any sort of traffic or whatever, there's going to be 2 or 3 spots where it might make more sense to walk it. The next slide, I'm going to zoom in here and show you guys some of these tricky turns. But first, once you get up here to back onto rock pile, you turn right. This is pavement. And at this junction right here, you drop down Serpentine Trail. This is a ripping fast descent. And as you'll notice, the trail normally goes here along, following this blue line. But due to some huge creek washouts and trees down, we jump into the campground and take the pavement through the closed campground to Serpentine. And then on Serpentine to the Wolf Flow cutoff, there's some pretty rocky, chundry serpentine stuff here. We've done some work on it, but it's still a challenging section. And then at this point, we follow the traditional lake loop in the direction that we normally do. This is in great shape. There's a couple little muddy bogs here, but overall it's fantastic. And then we get down here and around the bend, we cross. Now we do not do Bummer Peak this year. Instead, we go up what we used to do, have done in the past, which is half a canoe up here to our feed zone. And then we take Borscat close to the finish, but then on this, and then we continue over here to Rancheria Trail where it descends down and you do your second loop. Second loop, everything is the same up until this junction where instead of continuing this way, you go to the finish at No Name Flat. We'll have scratch hydration recovery there for you guys, tell some stories, and then you roll down the pavement to lunch. This is the spot where the trail first jumps off of rock pile. Now notice all of these caution signs. Those have been doing the hoppers know that when I put the caution signs, it's because I mean it. We'll have signs out there. It's especially important the first lap when you're kind of cross-eyed and you're trying to get position. These are really sharp switchbacks where if you're not prepared, you will go over the edge, right? And in the first lap, especially, it's going to be important as people are kind of bunched together that we ride this smoothly and cleanly. Remember that smooth is always faster than not smooth. All right. So we'll have the caution signs as well as arrows on these turns. So when you see those, know that we mean it. Reminder, registration starts at 6:30 to 10. Staging, e-bikes, all riders. E-bikes will have plenty of time to be out far ahead of you. Don't worry. If you put 10 minutes on an e-bike, you are crushing it. And they will let them know, and they will certainly make room for you guys to pass. Again, one of the beneficiaries of our event is the Redwoods Trails Alliance, a relatively newly formed group. This is them. Looks like they're working up here on Taylor Mountain. They've been doing some fantastic work on connecting the dots and connecting trails. We do have the benefit dinner. Hopefully you guys can join us there. If you're not, then this link right here brings you to join. So please, if everyone could join and become a member and stay involved, stay aware of what they're working on, and certainly to be in your backyard or someplace that you're going to want to travel and get to ride. Thanks again for the support of Specialized, Trailhouse NorCal, Bike Peddler. Couldn't do it without you guys. They will be at the start and also at the feed zone. So if you forget something or you need something, stop in and see the folks there. If you want to leave a bottle, as we offer service at the Hoppers, you can do so with their van, and they will have it for you set out at the feed zone. The schedule, oh, ignore that, the registration. Our registration actually opens. We're going to get there earlier since we're doing not doing the nighttime before. We will have day of reg as registration is going to close tomorrow. Transfers, we will do that as well. Single speed, just a couple years ago during the Krusty Cup there on Pine Mountain. We do have a single speed category. It's a pretty solid one. So we have e-bikes and we have single speeds and we have geared bikes. So pretty much going to be a ripping weekend out there. Our marshals will be out on course as always. Thank you very much to the marshals. Thank you to Sportful for making them look good. Best dressed marshals on the planet, I would say, right? So if you're in need or if you see a rider in need, make sure to let them know. We have Geyserville Fire Department out there as our EMS, and they'll be recognizable in their Sportful kits. Signs, again, from Signorama, you'll see caution signs, be yellow with black. You'll see the arrows, and you'll see the wrong way. We did hear from Skip that there were some folks or somebody removed some of the ribbon from their running race and they had to go and remark it. We're going to mark with signs and hope that is not the case. We will go out and check the course at the start in the morning, but not likely ride the entire thing. So it'd be a great idea to have everyone have their route downloaded in case there is some question or concern, worst case scenario. But we'll be out there taking a look in the morning, and these are the signs that you're looking for. Afterwards, things that you have, hopefully we don't have this big mess here. But anyways, make sure you pick up whatever you have. And as you're racing, please don't drop garbage and trash. It's really a hassle for us to pick it up. You're really responsible for getting that into your pocket afterwards. Same thing with bottles. We'll have some stuff for sale. We've got Hopper hats and shirts. Back to this one. Please remember, you guys, I know that we're amongst friends. We've had bikes stolen at Lake Sonoma. People know when these events are going on and they'll hang out and they'll pick off one $10,000 bike and casually walk away. So if I was a participant, my bike would go straight to the vehicle locked up or in it and then just be able to relax and chill. We actually had a bike stolen a couple of years ago at the finish at No Name Flat, way up on the hill. So if people are watching us, the best thing you could do is to have your bike locked up, put away. We'll have cold beverages for you at the end. Sponsors Sierra Nevada, Guayaki from Sebastopol Organic Yerba Mate, and Best Day Brewing NA. And of course, the amazing medals from Enduro Bearings once again. The two riders, male, man, and women, to cross the finish line closest to 2 p.m., but not after, will win a brand new bottom bracket. So stop by the booth, find out what you can do to have your bike spinning smoothly. Paul will be there from Sportful. As a reminder, we've got some cool custom Sportful kits. $75 for the jersey and $55 for the tees. Give a shout out to Paul if you'd like to pick one of those up. We've got a few left. And those of you battling for the series, this is the Grasshopper World Championship Series. Wacky stripes, just like a wacky, super cool, hard series. This is 10 plus points if you're competing for the series overall. So best of luck to you out there. We'll have the results link set up when it's working, and the pit photos as well, which should be up a couple days after the event. Huge thank you to all of our Grasshopper sponsors out there. We really appreciate it. We couldn't do it without you. You really add to the quality of the event. That's it for now. So rubber side down. We'll see you guys out there soon.